in
Yes,
their
like a hospital,
in their credit department and in their inventory crew.
Yes.
So I used to work from 9 o'clock at night till 3 in the morning.
Oh my God.
I did that for almost 4 years. And then in the daytime, I ran the insurance agency with my brother.
Can I just bother you? This is wonderful stuff. Are you filming this?
Yeah, why not?
Excellent. Because
Yeah.
this is wonderful stuff.
So we started our business in October 1st, 66. And the interesting thing about that is that's the first time I met probably one of my closest and best friend in Condonino, Senator Condonino.
Okay.
He was the manager of County Savings and Loans Corporation at 1224 St. Clair.
Yes.
And we asked him, there was a little snippet in the window, it said space for rent on the second floor. And we asked him, and he said, yeah, it's 90 square feet. I said, great, that's all we need. So my brother and I started, he still worked at Metro Omaha. I ran the agency.
Excellent.
A couple of days later, we opened up the account downstairs, and they gave me a teller and I guess someone that was going to look after the account. His name was Sergio Marchione.
Sergio Marchione.
So Sergio and I became very close friends, and because we had so much to do, meaning nothing,
Yeah.
every day we used to go and have lunch at Harvey's
Oh.
at the corner of Caledonia and St. Clair.
Yes, yes.
And then we'd go back that way, stop at La Sam for coffee, and we shared most of the afternoon. In other words, we shoot the craft the rest of the afternoon because we had nothing else to do.
Excellent.
So Sergio, I'm in touch with Sergio all the time. As a matter of fact, last Monday when he was here, we had dinner together and we talked.
What's he
quite a
up
bit.
to now?
He's the chairman and CEO of Chrysler and Fiat.
I thought so. Yeah,
Like,
I thought.
worldwide.
I know.
So,
Excellent.
We started in October 1st, 66. We then moved from there to Dufferin Street, from Dufferin to Wilson, from Wilson to here.
Excellent.
It's been 46 years now.
Wonderful.
Wow.
We have 4 offices, Toronto here, Vaughan, Windsor, Ottawa, and Hamilton.
Wonderful.
We employ over 110 people,
Excellent.
114 if you count all the people that we hire part-time.
Excellent.
We are doing really, really well.
Excellent.
In 1999, we did actually the transformation of our agency to our kids. We have 10 kids in the business.
Wow.
They are now running pretty well the business, except we obviously are here.
Yes.
They still need the bullpen.
For sure.
I go like this all the time.
We need you, Sam. We need you, Sam.
Yeah.
Now, we should have started this interview right away by you saying you're Sam, and what year did you graduate from Commerce?
Sam Ciccolini, and I graduated in 1963.
63.
63,
Wow.
64.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
So, and I'm married to Donna, my wife. Donna and I had 2 kids. Michael is 40 years old this year. We have 3 grandchildren. Christina, she was 5 years old when she was diagnosed with a very rare blood disease, which was called Fanconi's anemia. And unfortunately, we lost Christina in 1985
I know that,
to
and
this rare blood disease.
And I know because of that, you've become very involved in
Yeah.
helping. And I'm always so moved when parents lose children, and from that loss, what they do is they try to give. And I know
In
you.
most cases, people actually separate, divorce, etc. Our relationship actually got stronger.
That's wonderful.
And,
Sometimes
That's
that
good.
happens.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Stronger. I got involved with Sick Kids. I was on their board for 10 years.
Excellent.
I'm still involved with them from a foundation standpoint.
Perfect.
From there, I moved to the Humber River Regional Hospital, then up here in Vaughan.
They're having a big,
Amazing.
I think it's going to be the first digital.
Amazing,
And
yes
that's
it is.
amazing. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad you're part of that, because we need people to have passion to make a movement for this kind of things. Yeah, wonderful.
So that's a little bit of snippet
Yeah.
of
and
myself.
How did you find Central Commerce? Did it help you? Like, do you feel it gave you
Central
some
Commerce
good
to
foundation?
me, I first of all I went to Harvard the first year,
Yes.
and didn't do very well, and I went to Commerce the year after. I graduated in 62, 63. I went to work. Commerce to me was really a real balance between someone that needed to go into academics, such as being a lawyer, a doctor,
Whatever.
etc., and a chiropractor, a pharmacist, and someone that really needed to do things with their hands and use their brains through their hands to accomplish. What people marvel to today at my calligraphy.
Wonderful. You had great penmanship.
Well, and the penmanship, I actually went to the CNE and was one of the finalists.
Oh my God.
That I still type faster than anyone else in the office.
Excellent. Good for you. Good
My
for you.
background from the Frieden machines, etc., certainly helped me with working at Oshawa Wholesale, because I used to run the Frieden machine
Exactly.
at Oshawa Wholesale's crew every night to go and take inventory
Exactly.
on all their IGA stores, all their power stores, all that.
Wow.
So that's what we did. Did it help me? Tremendously.
Excellent. Excellent.
And not only that, but I think what Central Commerce did to me in particularly, being someone that came at 12 years old, not speaking a word of English, gave me also a starting point into great social activities and being part of a social structure that you wouldn't get at either at Harvard or another institution that was strictly academic.
That's right. And you know what, the thing is, the school is still that kind of a school. It's a gateway, and now we have kids, maybe it's no longer Italy, like you came from Italy and I came
Oh, it
from
didn't
Portugal,
matter.
but they're coming from other, and we all share the same stories. Whether we're 40 years apart, we all have that, I want to find a place I belong, whether it's in the school, and then I want to gain something so that I can bring forward and sort of develop, you know, and
We're also, you got to remember that when we came from Italy, we were so poor, for God's sakes. I think
I know.
the greatest thing, I mean, there's the house behind me,
Yes.
or behind you, in front of
Yeah.
me, and there was 14 people living in that house.
Well, same with me. I lived at 12 Kensington Place.
Oh, wow.
And we came in '67. My dad had an industrial accident, so couldn't work for 4 years. And then we bought at 12 Kensington Place. And our house was the house that everybody came when they immigrated. So at one point we had 13 people living there. I never had a bedroom.
Oh, and I remember putting coal into the furnace from the coal chute. I remember the actual small spot. There's still a little window there where the milk box was, the bread box, and then every Saturday morning, the 4 cases of beer bottles that stayed there with the money just sticking out of one of the bottles.
Yeah,
And the funny part, the honor system actually worked at that time.
it did.
Yeah,
It
now
did.
obviously it's
It did.
gone.
It did.
Um,
And, you know, that's the thing. And what I'm finding is a lot of the people that have been successful, okay, they're successful in different things, but it's that work ethic that we seem to share.
We, I think both my dad was just a construction worker. My mother was a homemaker and obviously a stay-home mom with all of us.
6 boys, right?
Yeah, 6
Was
of
it
us.
6 boys?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
one of them passed away early in our age group
Yes.
in Italy. And then we had my cousin with us and my uncle, and my father. So you
Oh,
imagine, no
That's
girls.
a lot of pasta.
Yeah, a lot of pasta. You're right about that. And my ex and I every morning delivered 278 Globe and Mails.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Every morning.
Oh.
We went from Ossington to Bathurst.
Oh.
So somebody says to me, "Oh my God, I tell people all the time. I mean, we went up and down first with wagons and then with a Schwinn bicycle.
Oh,
Remember
yes.
the Schwinn
Yes, I
bicycles?
do.
And then at night we used to deliver prescriptions for first for Cap's drugstore, where Sicilian Ice Cream is now.
Yes.
And then Phillips Pharmacy, and there's a variety store on that corner now,
Oh,
on Montrose and Harvard. So those
Well-
are the great memories, and
You know, Sam, I really want to thank you for giving us this opportunity. You have a great business here, and it's my pleasure in doing these interviews is seeing how well our graduates
Well,
have done.
we went from a startup on October 1st, 66 with a $4,000 startup.
But that was a lot of money back then. So.
But that was $4,000 of policy, so it
Yes.
really wasn't a lot. Today we run a company that spans over $110 million. So,
You've done well.
and we still want to stay under the radar screen. It's
Excellent.
better that nobody has to know. We don't
Exactly.
flound. We don't go out there show off, and
Yes.
And we give back to the community a lot.
I know you do. I know
So.
you do because my job is research. I do a lot of research, and Joe had said, "Oh, I work for this fellow. He's a very humble fellow, but he's a graduate of ours." And
Joe
I did
was
it-
wrong. He doesn't work for us. He works with us.
That's right. And
Nobody works for us.
you know what? That's amazing.
I tell all of them.
That's wonderful. That's a
I
great
hear
attitude.
sometimes, I understand Mary works for you. I said, no, I don't. We don't have a Mary that works for us. Oh, Mary Dustily? I said, she works with us. Oh, okay. Well,
That's
okay, she works with
wonderful.
you.
I agree
And
with that.
and that's when you have these employees that feel they're part of the family, and it fosters great
Yeah.
relationships.
We also have our bookkeeper, our confidant, in Josie Bertucci.
Oh,
Josie Carnevale was her maiden name. She also went to
Central
Commerce.
Wonderful.
And she's been with us now. This year will be her 40th year that she's
Oh
been
my
working
gosh,
with us.
wow,
Excellent,
terrific.
excellent. Well, that's what I say, fostering relationships, giving back. And it's funny that you say this, and I interviewed another young gentleman, Tom from Tom's Place, same thing.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
Tom
staff.
Mahalik.
Tom has got staff there forever. And why? Because it's a family and he gives back. And I think maybe it's the idea of when you give out to whatever you give up to the universe gives back to you.
Absolutely. The other important thing that I remember about Commerce is the amount of people that came from Cabbagetown. The entire community of Cabbagetown, and I'm talking about Shooter,
Yeah.
Dundas, Parliament, etc. And they all became my friends. They were all here. I would suggest that 100% of all the people that went from grade school to high school all came to Commerce.
Is that when? Well, I had a young woman as well that came from Cabbagetown. I interviewed her. Ruth Atherley is become a real sort of go-getter in terms of the world of media, corporate relations, and social media. As a matter of fact, one of the biggest clients is the New Zealand Tourism Board.
Wow.
And I've interviewed her too, and she also came from Cabbagetown. Isn't that interesting?
Cabbagetown was, and they were such. I guess I would suggest that they were unbelievable people in the sense that they were down to earth people, very poor, like most of us. But there was that sense of belonging at Central Commerce of these people, and there was that sense of making things happen.
It's interesting you mentioned it because Adonis Huggins, a classmate of mine, runs Regent Park Focus, a media center in Regent Park, and he lived there. And then he said, "What do I want to do? I want to do something that I can give back and makes me happy." Went back to college, and for 20 years he's been running that community. I interviewed him. He came on a Sunday morning, opened up the place, and he was ecstatic about it.
Yeah,
And that's the kind of people that Central Commerce produced.
absolutely.
Well, thank you. And
Not a
Sam,
problem.
could you just give us your name again and say happy birthday to Central Commerce?
I will do that. My name is Sam Ciccolini. I'm one of the graduates of Central High School of Commerce. I am a little bit, I guess, emotional to tell you that it certainly was a great learning ground for me. I am so happy. I'm ecstatic to be a graduate of Central Commerce, and happy birthday.
Thank you. Oh my God, that was